Yep, there we go. All right, we are live. So we're discussing Heir of Fire, which I actually finished reading on time this time.
Woo!
A lot of stuff happened in this book.
A lot.
A lot of new characters. A lot of new places. So it starts off with Selena going to Wendlin to supposedly meet the king and prince, which are her relatives, which she doesn't actually plan on doing. And we meet Rowan for the first time.
Oh, yeah.
I love Rowan.
I'm dying to see what everybody thought of him.
What were your first impressions of Rowan?
He was a douche.
That's it. He was a douche.
I thought, oh, here's another guy that she's gonna like, just like every guy that comes in the story.
Or anybody that's mean to her. Right?
Well, everybody's mean to her.
Yeah.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, I started off really hating Rowan. He grows on me towards the end of the book, but I think, I mean, even the first time reading it, I had a really hard time getting into this book. And I think a lot of it has to do with how much I love Kale, and I didn't want her to leave him. So it was just hard getting into it.
Yeah.
I think because I had already read the series that I was like excited to read this book because I knew he was going to be in it.
I know. I felt the same way.
Yeah. So far, this is my favorite book, not because of Rowan, though.
What was your favorite part then? Like, what was it?
I just like that it's more about all the other characters, like Dorian and Kale and is it Manon or Manon?
Yeah. Manon.
Yeah, was really interested in her. So I like that it's all these other places and characters instead of just Selena. Like I was just every time it's like a chapter with Selena, I'm like, oh God, I hope it's a short one so I can go on to the next person.
I really like the witches getting brought in because there's just such another dynamic to the whole world. And I love it.
When I first read this book, and like Manon, I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say these names. I just kind of read through them. But I kind of got annoyed because it was not that I don't know. I just like when it was her part, like I would get annoyed and try to like read through the chapter real quick until like I got into the part of her and like
her little dragon thing.
Yeah, the first time I read it, I had a really hard time reading the witches chapters. Like I couldn't get into it the first time, but this time I was way more engrossed in it, I think, because I like their story as it goes on. So I definitely this time was more into it and was excited to read it. I did forget things that happened in the witches chapters, which was fun to reread. Like
probably because you were having problems getting through it, so you skimmed that shit.
No, I actually I just totally forgot that was part of this book with like the spider silk stuff.
Right.
Her and going getting the spider silk to repair his wings. Like I completely forgot about all that.
It definitely shows her character growing too when it comes to her and the wyvern or whatever it's called.
It's because her heart's growing. The heart she's not supposed to have.
Yeah.
Oh, Maya's trying to start another call, Lisa.
Oh. Okay, hang on. Let me see.
Tell her if she goes to her Google Hangouts, it should show an ongoing call. All she's got to do is join it.
I'll just send her an
email.
email.
That's what I did.
Her stupid thing won't get saved in mine, and I have to find it every time.
Womp womp.
Great. I just invited her. Oh, there she is.
Hi.
She's live.
Yeah, I completely forgot. Sorry.
That's okay.
We only get a million reminders.
We haven't discussed much. We just kind of talked about our first impressions of Rowan and a little bit about the witches. So, what was your first thought from meeting Rowan for the first time?
Who was Rowan again?
Oh,
I have not looked at my notes. I didn't look at my notes. I completely forgot. It's been a long weekend.
Okay, Rowan is the fae that.
Oh, Rowan! I know Rowan. Okay, yes. I thought he was an asshole at first, to be honest.
Well, Maya did finish the book like 2 months ago.
But then I started to like I thought it was cool that he was another fae.
Yeah.
And I did make a note. I liked that she noticed, like she could tell he was another fae immediately.
Yeah.
And then I liked him afterwards. Like after he started to like be her friend and not just a jerk.
What are you doing, Carrie?
She's showing you her text since she can't hear anything. Help her.
Oh. She probably muted it. I don't know.
Well, I'm on my cell phone, so I can't help her. You and Cheryl are only people on computers.
Nope, I'm on my phone.
Hang on, I can pull up the thing, see if I can figure it out.
What's going on?
Carrie can't hear.
Can't hear us. She probably muted it.
Let me see if I can respond to her text.
I put my phone on silent though, so it wouldn't go off. So I didn't know she was texting me.
She said ever since Maya called in, she can't hear anything. So it's all Maya's fault.
I could go. Do you want me to try to drop and rejoin?
No, it's probably something on her own phone.
Well, let me tell her to hang up and try back in.
If she can see the text messages listed in. Probably not. Probably on the computer. Oh, that's just dropped. We lost Sarah too. Why'd you get out, Sarah?
I didn't. It kicked me out.
Mm.
So then I came back.
Well, everybody in my screen.
Lisa, send Carrie another invite.
All right. Anyways, keep talking. You guys have stuff you want to talk about?
Where's all these notes at, Maya?
I didn't look at them before this, so I meant to.
Hey, I hear you!
Yay!
No, you bitches said something funny because you all laughed and I missed it.
I told her that it was Maya's fault.
Oh, yep. This is before that. This is when you guys were talking books, I think.
When we were talking what?
Right when Maya came on, you guys started giggling, and I missed.
Oh, we were talking about Rowan, and she said, "Who's Rowan?"
Yeah, I completely forgot.
How could you forget it?
I do not have a good memory, so.
That's hilarious.
I did specifically write a note, though. I said, "Oh, I think I'll like Rowan." Like after he was, like when he was distant with her, and she's like, "Well, what am I supposed to call you?" And he was just like, "Rowan." Yeah. I made that note, so.
Where did Megan go?
I don't know.
She probably got kicked out like I did.
You got kicked out too?
Yeah.
Oh man, I messed everybody up. Sorry.
Okay, so in the beginning, we also get to see a lot of stuff with Dorian and Kale. And Dorian starts kind of training with the guards and not really hanging out with me anymore. He's pissed at him because he sent Selena away. And then you meet
Adian, yeah.
Who is
yeah.
cousin, doesn't know that she's alive yet. And Kale is calling him, trying to figure out what he's doing. I took a lot of notes, basically just like, this is what happened in this chapter.
Well, there was a lot of stuff going on. Like, they went back and forth, and everybody was on their own little adventure, which was great.
Yeah.
And it kept me really interested, but it was like, now I don't remember any of it.
Yeah. Do you remember the witches?
I do remember the witches. I actually like the witches right now, but I feel like I'm not gonna like them later.
Well, we'll see about that.
But why are they evil? Like, why are they fighting or looking for the Cochrane? I don't know how you say it. Those other witches.
Well,
weren't they hunting them?
I think
they are the ones that curse them, their land.
For powers back or something.
I don't remember. I made notes like, what is their relation to that person? But I didn't go back to look to see
what it was. Well, you know what? You remember when they had that one that they were going to kill, and she was telling her that she felt sorry for her because, they're raised to be hateful and mean, but that's not how the other witches are. You know what I'm saying?
So, that happened later in the book.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, she was asking why they're so mean. Well, their covens are raised to be mean like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're beat if they're not mean like that.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. We just keep reading, babe. Seriously. I'm loving. I don't know. Remember what they were called? The like dragon things.
The wyverns.
Yeah. I always picture them as like little dragons, right? That's how I picture them.
Yeah.
But I love the one that she got.
I really like that she fixed up like his tail and his wing, and he protected her.
Yeah.
I love that.
It reminded me of that movie, How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes.
He's the dragon that I imagine.
Yes.
That's how I picture when they're describing how they're all like different. I start like the little cartoon dragons from that movie.
Did anybody else picture when their teeth and their nails come out like Wolverine?
Yeah, I guess.
You know how like Wolverine, the claws come out?
Like in the Headless Horseman, like how his teeth is all...
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I think of.
I just kind of
watched
feel
that.
like
That's
the Bear Trap.
Wasn't in that movie, didn't he have really sharp teeth? That's kind of...
Didn't they say like the teeth come out over their regular teeth?
Yeah, like down out of their gums or something.
And that sounds painful.
I just feel like it's so unnecessary.
Well, they're the Iron Teeth creatures, so...
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That's how they eat people.
I did like how they didn't eat the like what they call it, like the foul meat, like the foul tasting stuff.
Like she knew something wasn't right with that.
We still don't know what all that is yet, right? They didn't
no.
She hasn't figured that out yet.
Yes.
I kind of remember it, so I know it. I think I can find out in the next book.
Yeah, and like the creatures that Selena and Rowan were hunting, had the same smell and like offness about them. And I made a note. I was like, I wonder what they smell like. Like, is it sulfur or is it like a rotten egg?
That's kind of how like imagine it like just a stank, like a. I was thinking kind of sulfurous.
Yeah.
So yeah. Back to Dorian. Dorian starts losing his powers in front of people, like losing control in front of Portia,
This storyline in this book hurts my heart.
I was sad because I'm like, no, like I know Celaena's supposed to be with Kale or however you want to say his name, but still, she's not good enough for him. Maybe she's better than we think she is, though. And I did realize in this book that Celaena is fire and Dorian's ice.
Yeah.
So they balance each other, and I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
I think that's why everybody who talks about this book wants them together. And I'm like,
yeah. I didn't like how whatever her name is, instead of trying to help him like figure out his powers, she was just like, well, maybe we could suppress them.
Yeah, well, I think that was more of they were hoping to not get him caught, because if they find out that he has powers, he'd be killed.
But at the end, I think his father already knew. Like,
I think he suspected.
But I don't think he knew his father knew.
No.
Which that's like an inherited thing, right? So it's got to be in his family somewhere.
Well, they do the flashback with Celaena, remembering when they came to dinner when she was a kid, and she's talking about the king using his dark power to make her stuff explode. So he obviously had some kind of power.
Yep.
I forgot. Yeah, but Dorian doesn't know that. He doesn't know that his dad has powers.
No, he does not.
Whoops.
His dad is killing off everybody who has powers. So.
I really wanted to know when they did the flashback thing, how could they not know Celaena is the same person as the kid that went missing?
Well, because they hadn't seen him in like 10 years.
Yeah, but you don't change that much, like from a kid to an adult. Like,
well,
how much did she change?
She went from being a pampered princess to a slave who was starved when they flew her out.
Oh, and then
but shouldn't they like they always mention like her hair and her eyes shouldn't, and it's always been the same.
Yeah. So when
and what's his name? The guy, the prince or whatever.
The guy we don't like. The guy that we don't like.
Not
the guild master.
The other.
The assassin.
The one that's
master,
in the
right?
cell right now.
Arabin,
her cousin. They have the same eyes and
yeah.
So shouldn't they put the two and two together?
Well, that's what. As soon as Dorian gets not Dorian, was it Dorian? He was like, "Oh, see it now." Like, it should have been obvious. They had the same eyes.
Yeah, they didn't. They were not picking that up, and I was like, "But why? If they're so unique looking."
And apparently, they look like twins.
Well,
I can't wait until they're reunited. I'm so excited for that.
Well, she, as an assassin, she did a lot of hiding her identity from people. I think a lot of people don't really know what she looks like until she gets caught. So
I did forget. Yeah, I did forget she used to wear a mask all the time.
Yeah.
And this book has me thinking Arabin is not as much of a douche as we thought he was, because so the reason why I'm thinking this, I know he killed Sam. I'll never forgive him for that, but she needed to break and he knew that. He rescued her and he kept her safe. Like, he could have brought her right to the king then, but he didn't.
He wanted to use her
for his own reasons. He wasn't doing it to keep her safe. He was doing it because he wanted to pocket. I mean, you
but really, he could have killed her at multiple times.
True.
I think there's something more going on there. Like, I think he might really be on their side, and maybe he was just biding his time or something.
Or he's just on his side because there's going to be something in the future that benefits him.
There's definitely a lot more to that storyline that will come up in the next book.
And he has the word key, or whatever it's called.
Yes, that's what made me think that maybe he's not all bad, because if he had that, wouldn't he have just given it to the king if he was on the king's side?
I don't think that anyone knows what it is.
Yeah.
Even if he knew what it was, he would want that power for himself.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you're thinking of Blair Witch Project right now. You should act all good.
So how does the word key show itself to you? Because when Celaena went under the water, or Island, or however you say her other name, it lit up and there were the signs or whatever they are. So that's how she remembered that's what it was. Yeah. But if somebody just grabs it, how do they use the power?
I think that was lit up because she was unintentionally using the power to save herself. But I don't know. I don't remember much about the word keys. I don't know if they go more into that or not.
Yeah, I don't remember either.
I just realized Megan never came back.
Did she message you?
No, that's why I was just looking on here. No, it doesn't look like it.
Oh, the memories. I love the memories. They were so sad.
Yeah.
All right, I sent her another invite. Let's see, what else do we not talk about?
The shifting.
Oh yeah, she spent a lot of time trying to get the shifting.
What does she shift into?
Fae.
Her Fae form,
so she's not because at first I thought she might be a leopard or something, because she was talking about how she was trying to get used to running.
Sorry,
but then I don't think.
Hey.
Hi.
Hey, sorry.
Yeah, but her form when she shifts is human. That's her shift.
So Rowan doesn't shift into a human; he shifts into a bird, but her form is human. So when she's Fae, she shifts into human animal form.
Because all the other guys that Rowan's friends with or whatever, they shift into animals.
Yeah, different animals. Yep.
So I wanted to ask, did anybody else, the spider part where the witch went to the spider silk, did anybody else think of the spiders from Harry Potter?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, Aragog.
Yep.
Your husband's hilarious.
What are you doing?
He's been messing with you the whole time.
Hey.
We're busy. Go back to playing your games.
Think of that ending scene with Celaena and Rowan going to that main bitch and stake and claim?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. I had a lot of notes on that. Okay, so the whole time she's trying to get to see her aunt. That's her aunt, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole time she's trying to get to see her aunt, and she's having these memories where her own mother, that that was her sister, didn't want her to ever go there.
Yes.
Wouldn't something click in her brain? Like, maybe I shouldn't be trying to see my aunt.
Why she's going to see her is because she needs to know about the word keys and how they work. And Maeve is the only one who's old enough to know. So that's why she's going.
And isn't she the only one alive out of all the sisters?
Yeah. So there is Maeve, Mab is like her, who Shalene descended from. What was the other one? Another name.
It's Mab, Maeve, and there's another M. I just don't remember.
I don't think that's right. Mabel?
Maybe Mabel, but wouldn't that be Mabe?
No, yeah, that's right. I don't know.
They did.
Yeah, I think Maeve is the only one who's still alive, and that's why she needs her. Yeah, so the whole mission was trying to learn control her powers. She can get to meet or get with Maeve and have tell her what she needs to know. But there's a lot of stuff to do with Rowan and their training, because you get the skinwalkers and the other creature that's like killing on them half days. What's it called?
Hold on, you're very laggy. I'm like trying super hard to listen to you.
Huh.
There's a lot
All
of
I heard
Lisa,
was
you keep like
Skinwalker.
echoing. I feel like you're echoing in my phone, and I can't hear.
Yes, it's the echo and you're laggy.
Yeah, see, it did that last time. It wasn't doing it earlier.
You sound okay to me.
It's all when Maya joined. I'm just saying.
It might be. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know how to fix it. I'm not very computer savvy.
Maybe you should try your phone.
Well, I have the thing going through my computer, so I don't know if I can get out and get back in without messing it up. Anyways, what else?
I want to kill Mannion's grandmother.
Yes.
She's a bitch.
And that other witch that.
Yeah, that is it Iskra?
Yes.
Oh God, I hate her.
But if she didn't push her in the pit, she wouldn't have met her new wyvern or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Doing that thing.
Yeah. Say hi to Cameron.
Hey.
I'm trying to get him to read a book.
No, you're not. And I'm not gonna read any.
Aw, is he sleeping with his mommy?
No.
Just coming for some title.
Yeah.
He's missed me because he's been gone for a week.
No, I
No
miss
need.
more, honestly.
Yeah, he went to New Hampshire. All right, does anybody got anything else?
I
What
really
did you
liked
think about how it ended?
I really liked that Rowan broke his blood oath to her aunt so that he can make a blood oath to Selena.
I know, but I hate that they separated at the end of the freaking book.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell is the point of a blood oath if you're not going to stay together?
Did they,
Why did they separate? I forget why they did that.
Is it because if he goes with her,
He'll be stuck in one form.
Either because there's no magic, so he wouldn't be able to shift.
Yeah, he'd either have to be his eagle or his fae form, and if he goes in as a fae, they'd kill him.
So does that mean that she can't use her magic? I don't.
Yeah, her magic stopped.
Yeah,
gets back into Rift Holder or whatever.
Into the triangle.
So I was confused a little bit about the magic that stopped magic. Like there were different triangles or something.
It
in the
was
different
three
regions.
towers that kind of form a triangle.
Yeah.
Is it just the 3 towers, or is there like more towers in other regions?
It's just the 3 towers.
I think it's 3. Like the clock tower that is actually in Rithold. And then, sorry, I'm trying to get a gusher.
The one in there's one in a mountain.
Yeah. And Morath, is that what it's called?
Yeah, but okay, but wait a minute, guys. I'm curious. Why is Dorian able to use his magic then?
It's a different kind of magic, I think.
And why?
I think it's there's
older
magic. Yeah, like when Cain, the same magic Cain used, whereas the old magic.
Well,
I thought it was the
dad is
I thought
spell.
had yeah.
What were you saying, Megan? I didn't hear you.
I thought it was the king since I don't remember what I'm trying to say. Like since he made the spell or whatever, that he made it to where him and his bloodline was the only one who did magic.
Gotcha.
Oh, that would make sense. Yeah, I made a note. I hate the king. He like shut down the theater because they did a play against him.
Yeah. There's a lot of people I hate in these books.
Yes. I was so happy that Selena finally had a friend when Rowan became her friend.
Yeah. And all those people in the kitchen.
Yes, it was nice. Mm-hmm. But even though she kind of rejected them at first, like they took that well.
Well,
but she needs people on her side. Like
the old guy, he knew who she was.
Yeah, Emrys.
Oh, Emrys or?
I said Emrys. Yeah, Emrys and Lisa.
Sorry, Binks was impressed with that.
Okay, so the 2 other towers were Noel and Anna.
Now, are either of these places where she went in the prequel book?
Not that I remember.
No.
I don't think so.
Because I don't even remember the prequel books, but I know she was somewhere. She got some spider silk.
Yeah.
And she met a whole bunch of people.
She met the pirates.
And the pirates were talked about in this book. Because that's where some of those creatures that she was fighting were stationed.
They were talking about what's his name? The guy that was in Noel.
The Pirate King, right?
Yeah, the Pirate King saw him and saw him all move, and he's the one who kind of put him off that there might be something that, the creatures or whatever. I don't know. I don't think I wrote it down.
Oh, that part where she was out there fighting against the darkness, outside of the shield. That was intense.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Just another case of she's a badass.
It made me mad, though, because if that's what it took to have her fully break, Nehemia didn't need to die.
Yes. I think that a lot.
Oh, I was actually talking to Christy about this the other day. How she was fighting, one of is it Val Princess or whatever? I'm wondering if one of them is Dorian's brother or someone because she said he was a beautiful Val Prince or whatever. So I'm I wonder if it's that.
Well, I think
his brother.
Is a teenager.
He's 10 years old.
Right.
But he hasn't been mentioned in a long time. Or what about not Calton, but the other guy that was taken away? what happened to him? Maybe he's one of the Valg princes that died.
Okay, we can't say anything.
I think they're in. Well, I think they're in where the witches are, like where the foul smell is and all the wyverns are. I feel like they're up there building the army. Like they're turning into whatever creatures.
We can't say.
I can't say anything. I don't want to give anything away for the next book. Just know it'll go more into it in the next book.
Yes, you will get your answers.
I just really don't want Dorian to be on the bad side. So I hope that he gets freed from his father somehow. I just don't know how that's going to work out.
Wait a second. Didn't it end with Dorian getting a necklace?
Yeah.
A necklace, yeah. That's why I don't want him to be bad.
Let's not call it a necklace. It's a collar.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, he got a collar.
A necklace is much too pretty for what all that is.
I was just trying to be careful because I was like, wait, did that just happen, or was that in the next book? So
that's at the very end of this
collar. Book. Yeah, he got the collar, and then.
And you all know, but what that means, right?
I
don't. The only way to remove it,
the black.
Carrie, I don't think they've really explained it fully in this book.
Well, I think the only way to remove it was to cut somebody's head off.
Correct.
Right.
I'm like, they can't cut Dorian's head off.
Right.
How are they going to break this?
Technically, they could.
But no.
And she can't set him on fire like the other Valg princes.
Yep.
I think he's going to have to break out of it himself.
Oh, I cannot wait for you guys to read it.
So does it tell us in the next book, or do we have to wait like 2 more books to find out?
I think it's in the next book because she goes back there.
I believe it's all in the next book.
So I want to know, because Cole, whatever you want to call him, he was leaving at the end of this book too, wasn't he?
He took off.
Yeah.
You know, with his dog.
Dorian froze everything so he could run.
Yeah. So now he's not.
But Adon, her cousin, he didn't get away either, did he?
No,
they shackled him or arrested him or whatever.
Put him in the dungeon.
Oh no.
So I was very happy that he took the fall so Cale wouldn't die.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what did you think when you found out that Sasha or whatever her name was, that she was actually a spy?
Oh, Sorska?
Sorsha, yeah. She was actually a spy.
So who is she a spy for? I didn't pick that up.
She was given 80 and them all of the info.
Well, it wasn't 80.
It was Ren.
Ren.
Yeah, she was writing a letter to Ren.
Yeah.
So the book ends, and you got Selena coming back by herself, Rowan up where he is. And you got Dorian shackled with his collar. Adrian is locked up. And Cale is now with Ren, and they're going to be doing whatever they do. So there should be lots of fun stuff in the book.
I thought it was neat. I really liked that they showed how she could control the water a little bit too. Fire is her element, but she does have some water in her. I like that.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. Will she be able to, conquer it and use it?
I guess we'll find out.
A lot of my notes, honestly, are and no and oh my god. Something made me laugh. When Rowan was throwing ice daggers at her. She's not surprisingly, having ice daggers thrown at her was miserable. Well, yeah, I could see that.
Oh, the part where he finds out that she was a slave.
Oh, yeah.
When he first sees her.
Oh, that was very hard to read.
Yeah.
And
he got mad
realized
like he had like more feel like her. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Like, yeah, he was acting like it was something he didn't know, so he got upset over it. But I felt like it was more than just that.
Yeah.
Well, because he's like, what, 300 years old or older?
Yeah, but he doesn't.
Yeah, I think the age, because he still treats her like a child, because she's only 19 and he's like 200 and something.
Yeah.
And for her to have those scars at 19, I'm sure it was really hard to see.
Yeah, because he just thought that she was whining to be whining. He didn't know what all she was been through.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't wait to see
And
more
he
of his
was also
friends.
mad that Aunt Maeve knew all about it and didn't say anything.
Yeah.
Well, she knows everything and she doesn't do anything because she's in her little like kingdom. Yes, exactly. I don't like her. She's my new least favorite character after the king.
Oh yeah.
Arabin's moved down a couple levels.
What was the like significant about the ring to where she wanted that more than Rowan?
Because it's actually from somebody she loved.
Okay. I just didn't remember, like, I kind of figured it had to do with someone she loved, but I didn't exactly remember because I think it was like early on in the story.
It was one of the people with, I think it was Selena's father. There were 3 people that broke the word gates, right?
It was with Brandon, which is like her ancestor.
Yeah, and one of them was going to propose to her, but she betrayed him or something. And they decided that she couldn't have the word keys, so they had to hide them.
Yeah. And that's the ring and the sword were his that she found.
And that dragon thing.
Yeah.
That was freaky.
I really liked, I was in love that Rowan knew the sword and the ring, and he just gave it to her anyways. Like, he knew that she was going to use that
He hoped
against.
she would, yeah.
Yeah, because
it was like he was giving her.
Exactly.
Yeah, and he couldn't tell her about it. Like, she had to come up with it.
Yeah. It's interesting. A lot of stuff happened in this book.
Yes.
I can't wait till the next one.
Me
I'm not going to read it right away, though, because then I'll forget all about it again.
This one, I think I have it scheduled just till September 4th, so it's just a month. So.
Well, shitballs. Here, listen, I'm going to be gone September 8th through the 15th, and then I'll be here for, so we'd have to do it that week after that.
Oh, hang on, let me see the calendar.
Unless we do it before the 8th.
Yeah, I mean, if you guys could do it during the week, we could do it sometime before then.
Yeah, I could do it during the week.
We'll figure it out.
All right. Awesome, guys. Yeah, there was a lot more to talk about with this one.
Yeah, so far this one's my favorite.
Me too.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
See, the first time
it's the powers.
Favorite.
Can I get my
All right. Well, I guess
guys.
We'll see you guys in a month.
All right.
Later.
See
Bye,
ya.
guys.
Bye.
Megan, it was
Bye.
nice to join us this time.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Bye, baby.
Bye.